Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a big day in the league. We got the playoffs. And look here, first, before we actually get into it, we're going to go to the watch list. I have put here every defender who has had at least 10 sacks in every season. So all three. This guy, Mike Santamore, 56. All-time leader in sacks. He's already more than halfway to 100. Rafe Thames, 12 in 2022, 15 in 2023, and 11 in 2024. He's in the playoffs again this year. Jordan Pagel, he had 20 this year. He had 16 in 2023 and 12 in 2022. And yeah, Jordan Pagel, he's been insane. Alex Rodriguez, 12, 10, 11. He's got the least, I think. 33. Still really good on defense. Sean Franklin, 15, 12, and 14 in his first 3 years. And yeah, here we go to the playoffs. The Niners beat out the Commanders for the bye. And how was that done? Let's see. Conference record, they were 10-2 and the Commanders were 8-4. They were the Commanders are 4-0 against the rest of the league. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen here, but the Bills have Nick Mitchell at quarterback. His QBR was 114, best season of his career. He's got 11,000 yards passing in his career. And let's see what's gonna happen here. Their injuries are, well, they now have, so Rosenthal and Roach are out at O-line. So they have Kobe Shaw, Sky Egba, Lee Langer, Kiefer Barnes, and Riley McCarthy. They have now Andrew Jones at D-line. So they have Robert Gallick, Matt Martin, Antonio Allen, and Ryan Adams. Curtis Thompson, a backup off the bench as well. Stuart Adebayo, Grant Fraser, and Peyton Kinney at linebacker. Largent and Ibarra at corner. Atkins is out at safety, so they have Henderson and Walk. And that's the Bills. Now we got the Ravens. Everyone's healthy and on offense except for starting receiver Ryan Stevenson. So it will not be Tim Lewis off the bench. It'll be Russell Moore. Because, wow, Tim Lewis had 397 yards and 3 touchdowns this year. Yeah. Their top target, Tommy Morris this year, and then it's Wes Paul, and then it's Orrin Wilson. And then Alex James, the O-line's healthy. Alex James, the D lineman, is out for this year and probably the next year as well. And that's literally when his contract expires. My goodness. Joe Thomas, Austin Mills, Mario Dalton, and John Paul Griffin at D-line for this team. Craig Worth, Will Robbins, and Josh Kindler out as linebackers here. And Braylon Johnson and Greg Ebner at corner. Brito and Jablonski at safety. So here we go. Bills-Ravens, first playoff game of the year. And at the half, we got 30-8 Ravens. What a start. And here come the Bills climbing back into the game. They're at their own 44, down by 8 with 2 minutes left. 2nd and 5 at their own 44. Mitchell drops back. He's going to run it for 4 yards. It's 3rd and 1. Drops back. Mitchell, 4 yards to Isaiah Robinson. First down. 1:38 remaining. They need 48 yards for a touchdown. Here's Mitchell. He's going to drop back. And he's got Willie Walker. 31 yards downfield. field. And a first down to the 17. Oh, man, what a play by Willie Walker and Nick Mitchell. Running back Willie Walker, first catch. He has 2 carries for 36 yards and a touchdown and a catch for 31 yards. That's crazy. How does he have almost 13 points after only touching the ball 3 times? That's incredible. I mean, it's happened before, but it's just rare. Yeah. Kelvin Nash, 3 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown. Oren Wilson and Tommy Morris have been great for the Ravens. Here we go. Mitchell dropping back. And he's got Daryl Joseph. Touchdown Bills. And there we go. 125 remaining. They're going to go for 2. Never mind. 118 remaining. Daryl Joseph, 8 catches, 84 yards, and a score in this game. Nick Mitchell has been such a good player his whole career, especially this season. Last year, actually, it wasn't even great. They're going to go for 2. It's Mitchell. Handoff Kelvin Nash. He goes for a yard. He's stopped a yard short of the end zone. And now that's going to make them have to go for an onside kick. McCarthy recovered by the Ravens at the Bills 44. Saxon's going to drop back to pass 8 yards to Morris. Timeout defense. But Morris now with 6 catches for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wow. Timeout by the defense. 2nd and 2. Saxon incomplete to Ryan Stevenson, setting up 3rd down. Saxon going to drop back again. Incomplete. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. Saxon, handoff to Jameel Griffin. 6 yards. Timeout defense. And that will do it. Saxon's going to kneel twice. And it's over. Jameel Griffin with a 6-yard run, and that clinches it for the Ravens. The Ravens get picked off twice by Terry Henderson and DeJuan Rainey. Rainey, career playoffs. That was his first pick. And Henderson, that was his first pick. 3rd playoff game, though. So in the loss, Nick Mitchell improves his playoff stats to 5 games, 73% on 127 and 173, 1,438 yards, 10 touchdowns, 1 pick, 287 per game, and 115 QBR, and an AV of 5. He's been a great playoff quarterback. He's 3-2 though. Oh yeah, because he quarterbacked the Lions in their Super Bowl win. Yeah. Wow. Kelvin Nash was also on that Super Bowl team. And the Bills can't get those guys their 2nd Super Bowl. Daryl Joseph, 84 yards today. And yeah, so the Bills are going to lose to the Ravens. And we now got the 2nd game between the Chiefs, who have no Gentry or Harvey. It'll be Caleb James in to start today. He had 2 games played in 2022's playoff run. And he had 16 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown and 5 catches for 91 yards and a touchdown. They beat the Bills 36-3 that playoffs. And that was when the Bills had J.B. Morris. No way. I forgot they had Morris. They swapped Morris and Mitchell. And they were not good with Mitchell at quarterback last season. I don't know what went on that year. Yeah. So the Chiefs will have Russell Campbell out as well. So it's Easley, Robinson, Hall, Thomas, and Schlegel. Buchanan, Pearson, Watson, and Lee at D-line. Dominique Pearson, Eugene Allen, and Corey Terrell in at linebacker with Logan Brown out. Billings and Perry in at cornerback. Both backups are out. Jamal Henderson and Jeff Michael in at safety with Bradley Robinson injured. And the Jaguars have Dante Lewis in for the injured Michael LaValle. Edwin Jones, Sean Mays, and Joe Roof in with Jake Thomas out, so Edwin Jones is coming in for him. Joe Jones in at tight end with the injured David Nesby. Darius Kelly and D'Angelo Robinson and and AJ Prater and Robbie Donlin and Corian Fareed out. Man, they're completely injured. And after 3, it's 17-0 Chiefs on top right now. 20-0 Sims with a field goal. Reeves makes a field goal to make it 20-3. And an onside kick recovered and returned for a touchdown. Oh, man. So that'll do it. 27-11. Chiefs win. Gentry Wright. I forgot you can play through injuries in playoff games. Jesse Thompson. I don't know why they do it like that, because people don't usually play like that. But yeah, whatever. Jesse Thompson came in clutch today. Jimmy Wallace. You did well. He has not thrown an interception in the playoffs in his playoff career. 3 games, though. But still, that's good. Yeah, he's been good with them in the playoffs. AJ Prater played well here in the playoffs. Now he got the Colts. Mike St. Amour is going to play, even though he's injured. Glasgow's out as well, but he'll play. So they're pretty healthy, and they're against the Jets, who have Joe Morton, the 4th best cornerback, as their only injury. And Jets by 5 with 4th and 1 with 2 minutes remaining for the Colts, down 5. They're at their own 37. Wilson and Green are out, so they have Kyle Davis and Evan Williams as their running backs. Ali's going to drop back on 4th and 1, and it's incomplete. Why are they throwing it when they need 1 yard and they have Evan Williams, who is a capable running back? He's done it before. He's been a good running back in the season I've seen before, so I don't know what's going on. The Jets hand off Trussell 11 yards to Eric Trussell. First down. He's got 9 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown. Jets ball to 26. Angelo drops back, incomplete to Bryce Davis, who still has not scored a touchdown. Why? Angelo drops back, flag on the play, 11 yards to Dwight Johnson, but it's an unnecessary roughness on Johnson, so they'll lose 15 yards and replay the down, so it's 2nd and 25 at the Colts 41. Flag, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Colts. So they'll get the 15 yards back, but they'll start with 1st and 10 there. Angelo dropping back. He's got Jamal King. Touchdown. Extra point by Schluter is good. The Colts do score. Alida Woodard for 83 yards. Wow. Woodard has 6 catches for 136 yards this season. All right, this playoff game. Extra point is good. They're down 5. Onside kick, PJ Murray recovered by the Jets. Angelo goes for 0 yards. Timeout Colts. 2nd and 10. Angelo dropping back to pass, looking for a man. He's got George Jackson for 4 yards. Timeout defense. 3rd and 6. Hand off to Eric Trussell. Fumbles the ball. But John Hall will recover with 14 seconds remaining. Now 7 seconds. And they need to go 80 yards. Ali to Grady. 11 yards. That's the game. Ali throws for 353 yards in the loss. What the heck happened here? Ali was so good in this game. First career playoff game was incredible. He had 26 fantasy points. He did nothing wrong and they lost. Wow. Derek Woodard. His contract expires next season. They're only offensive players that are expiring this year: Brandon Turner, the backup tight end, and Nathan Albert, the fourth string running back, who was actually the number 3 running back in 2022, but he did do pretty well. So, the Colts are going to lose to the Jets. Eric Trussell is apparently the guy who played the best, as he had a punt return touchdown, a rush touchdown, and 39 rush yards. Yeah, he did well in his first career playoff game. That wasn't bad. Jets win, so it's Jets versus Chiefs and Ravens versus Chargers in the AFC playoffs, second round. And the Rams ahead of the Bears, and they're going to win it 43-24. Quarterback DeLeo was injured, but he came and played through it. Jack Jones, 21 carries, 139 yards, and 2 touchdowns. DeLeo also played well. What a day Jones had. And Levy threw for 350 yards in the loss. Espinoza, Martin, Peterson, oh my goodness. Rams win. Jack Jones, 277 career yards in 3 playoff games. My God. He's had 2 playoff games over 100 yards. This game, though, was a Rams win. And now we got the Buccaneers and the Vikings. Matt Beard is back this week. And they're up 20-0 going into the 4th, and a big quarter for the Vikings. They're coming back. There's 2 minutes left. Bucks up by a touchdown. They have the ball. Beard, handoff to Simeon. 6 yards on the run. Timeout by the Viking defense. 2nd and 4. Beard dropping back, looking, and incomplete to Malik Monroe. 3rd down and 4. Beard drops back, looks, and he's got Humphries, but it's incomplete. Oh no. And they are going to go and drop back at their other 49. And he's got Monroe for 21 yards and a first. Wow, Malik Monroe, 2 catches, 27 yards here. And there's a big timeout by the Vikings. 1:40 remaining. They're 28 yards away from another score. Beard drops back. 8 yards passing there to Blake Dinkins. They probably have 1 timeout remaining. And that's their last and final timeout. They need 20 yards for a touchdown. But Beard's going to drop back, and he's got Monroe to the 2. 1st down and goal. Beard kneels, and that will do it. The Buccaneers win. Matt Beard. Malik Monroe with a big catch. 2 huge catches to seal the game for Monroe. And the Buccaneers are moving on. So it's Rams, Niners, and Buccaneers versus the winner of the Packers and Commanders. The Packers ended the season on an 8-game win streak, the best in the league. The best current streak in the league. And yeah, here's the last game of round 1. Packers by 3 with 2 minutes remaining, and the Commanders have the ball down 3 with 2nd and 14 at the Packers 34. Big game here. Shaw drops back. He's got Biggers, Kyle Biggers, for 2 yards. Nolan has thrown for 432 yards today. Jesus. Henry Jones has been clutch. Josh Boyd has been clutch as a receiver. Same as Anthony Mitchell. What the heck is going on with their running backs and their receiving for their running backs today? What the heck? 3rd and 12. Shaw, handoff, pressures, 2 yards to the 30. Fleming's field goal is good. We are tied. 1:41 to go. Fleming kicks it off into the end zone. Cornelius returns it out to the 18. Nolan's going to run it for a yard. 2nd and 9. Nolan drops back. He's already got 432 pass yards today. And he's got Daughtry for 9 yards, setting up a 1st and 10. Timeout by the offense. Sean Franklin is hurt. But Davin Bradshaw had 2 picks for the Packers today. He had none this whole year as well. Josh Harding had a pick as well. Nolan drops back 5 yards to Justin Simonson to the 33. Another timeout used. Nolan drops back. 12-yard pass to Boyd. No way. 458 yards passing. Boyd is now the 2nd receiver to reach 100 yards. Nolan gives the ball on a handoff to Boyd. He's going to run it for 6. Time is running out, though. Nolan drops back. 10 yards to Henry Jones. They are 39 yards away from the end zone. 33 seconds remain. Nolan drops back. Incomplete to Boyd. 2nd and 10. Nolan drops back again. Incomplete. 3rd down. Nolan's going to drop back to pass. Looking for a receiver. 10 yards to Henry Jones. 1st down. 478 yards passing for Chris Nolan. Drops back. 7 more to Boyd. Field goal by Cook is good. 39 yards. The Packers take the lead. 3 seconds remain. Kickoff return to the 36, but that'll do it. And Chris Nolan with the greatest playoff performance I've ever and have seen so far. You've got to be kidding me. 37 of 50 for 485 yards and 2 touchdowns. Somehow that's only 28.8 points. But in this system, that would be more in real life. But what the heck happened today? Henry Jones, 158 yards receiving. Oh my goodness. And he's also a Super Bowl champion, so he has 325 total yards receiving in 4 games in the playoffs. Chris Nolan, for 4 games, he has 1,361 yards, averaging 340 per game. My God. 8 touchdowns and 1 pick as well. And, pass yards. That is actually the 4th highest performance all time in yards. Highest playoff performance by... Okay, he had 400 earlier in one. But that is 400. This was 485. So he had 85 more yards than anybody has ever had. And it was actually himself. So here we go. Chiefs. Looking at them, they got to use Jesse Thompson and Jimmy Wallace the way they did last game on offense. AJ Ferguson played well as well. And the defense allowed 11 points, so they got to keep it up as well. The defense of the Chiefs played well last game. And this team, with their top-ranked defense, or probably top-ranked, I think so, with their top-ranked defense, they have not played in the playoffs yet. But that will end now. And to start off, Ty Morgan with a field goal in the first quarter. Actually, yeah, let's go to the last 2 minutes. It's a 17-13 Chargers lead. The run game of the Chargers, Trajan Curry, 130 yards and a touchdown. What a game he's having. 3rd and 4 at the 30 of the Chiefs, up by 4 points. Dever handoff Curry, 1 yard. That's a stop by the defense. 4th down, they're going to go for a field goal. Never mind, they're going to punt it for some weird reason. And it's a touchback. Offensive lineman Sean Singer is out for the Chargers. Chiefs ball, they need 80 yards in a minute 51. Wallace drops back, 14 yards to Jesse Thompson, who has 4 catches for 27 yards and a second touchdown of the playoffs for him. Wallace again drops back, 11 more to Thompson, 1st down. So now Thompson, 5 catches, 38 yards and a touchdown. Wallace with 1:29 remaining, drops back to pass. Looks, he's got Thompson again! 19 more yards! Thompson, 6 catches, 57 yards and a touchdown now. And he's just finding ways to get the ball to him on this drive. They're at the 36 of the Chargers. Wallace drops back. 1 yard to Stricker. Timeout, Chiefs. I'm assuming that's their first timeout of the quarter. 2nd and 9. Drops back. Wallace. Loss of 1 on the completion to Caleb James. Timeout. They have 1 remaining. 3rd and 10. Drops back. 36 yards. Tyquan Jordan. Touchdown. Chiefs. They take the lead. Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. Jimmy Wallace, what a clutch play. The extra point is up and it's good. Josh Sims. No way. By the way, the pick from earlier in the game was by Jalen Hall, who had a pick 6 this season. Jordan, the receiver who had the touchdown, now has 3 catches for 51 yards and a score. There's still 1:11 remaining, though. And it's a touchback for the Chargers, down by a field goal. Flag delay of game on the Chargers. 1st and 15 from the 20. Dever, 11-yard pass to Murphy. Timeout. They have 2 remaining, I'm going to guess. Brett Murphy, 5 catches, 43 yards. 2nd and 4. Dever drops back. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. Dever dropping back again. 8 yards to Murphy, 1st down. So there's still 59 seconds left as they've used 2 timeouts. And there we go. Dever drops back. Incomplete to Jim Evans. 53 seconds to go. Dever, 2nd and 10. Drops back, looking for a man downfield. It could go to Murphy. It could go to Thompson on the pass. Nicholson, Reed, Forrest, Evans. But they got Curry on the pass. 15 yards and a first. They burn their final timeout. They're at the 46 of the Chiefs with 50 seconds remaining. Here we go. Dever dropping back. And he's got Murphy again. 12 and a first. To the 34. Dever drops back. Loss of 3 to Murphy on the completion. Murphy, 8 catches, 60 yards. 33 seconds to go. 2nd and 13. Dever drops back. Incomplete to Nicholson. Third down. Dever dropping back, looking for a man downfield. 2 yards, Earl Reed. To the 35. The field goal. Never mind, they're going to go for it for some weird reason. Dever dropping back. Nowhere to go on the completed pass to Evans. Turnover on downs. The Chiefs will kneel, and that's it. Kansas City upsets the Chargers. Oh my goodness. You can't make this up. Jimmy Wallace. What has happened? This man went from a 91, like an average 91 QBR quarterback to 103 and a top-level MVP candidate. And look at his playoff output, actually, in his career. Like, he was not awful with them. I mean, he couldn't complete his passes, but when he did, he didn't throw any picks. Yeah, wow. Chiefs are moving on to face the winner of Jets-Ravens. And the Ravens, they got to keep working it to Tymee Morris and Oren Wilson from Ty Saxon. And the defense, how did they do last game? They gave up 28 points in a very closely contested win over the Bills. And here go the Jets. Aaron Angelo, Bryce Davis, their top yards receiver. The man has not scored a touchdown all season. Actually, never mind. He scored one this season, and it was in their final game of the season against the Seahawks. How? This is so weird. All right. Jets-Ravens. We're going to go to the final 2 minutes, and the New York Jets with a... Oh, wait, what? I clicked... Yeah, all right. The New York Jets win it 42-24. And yeah, wow, Dwight Johnson, 102 yards receiving. Aaron Angelo got hurt, but they're going to win it again. Aaron Angelo, Dwight Johnson, George Jackson, Trussell Johnson, and Ward, the running backs, all playing good. Their best target this year in the playoffs has been Dwight Johnson and Jamal King, the tight end. Yeah, don't forget about Jamal King. He's been great. He's also a rookie, by the way. And we got Jets, Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Packers, Niners. Tie game with 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 3 for the Packers at their own 27. Nolan dropping back. Looking downfield, he's got Daughtry. 7 yards to the 34. Nolan dropping back again. Daughtry for 12 more. And another first. Daughtry has 6 catches for 59 yards. They're at their own 46. Nolan drops back. 7 more yards to Mitchell. Timeout offense to the 47 of San Francisco. Flag on the play. Neutral zone infraction by the Niner defense. They're now at the 42 of the Niners. Nolan dropping back. 30-yard pass to Josh Boyd. How is this running back this good at catching the football? He has 3 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown already today. And another timeout burn. They're at the 12-yard line. Flag on the play. False start on Brad Joseph. 1st and 15. Nolan drops back to Seuss, incomplete. Oh yeah, and also I forgot, Justin Simonson's back and he got injured. Again. He had 1 rush for 3 yards this season running. I don't know why he ran the ball, though. Nolan drops back. Pittman 10 yards to the 7. 3rd and 5. Nolan 2 yards to Daughtry. 4th and 3. And Marcus Cooks got another field goal. Another clutch field goal. And it's a touchback. Niners down by 3. 50 seconds remaining. Pahao is in. as Morton has been injured for the whole season here, or the whole playoffs. What am I talking about? Powell to Tolbert, 1 yard. Timeout offense. 2nd and 9. Powell drops back 14 yards. Trevor Berry, but he fumbles. And Michael Casey of the Packers defense picks it up. And Nolan will kneel, and that is it. The Packers win. That is 10 straight wins, including the playoffs. No, the duo of Chris Nolan and Henry Jones. And Josh Boyd. As Josh Boyd, 2 games, 191 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns as a running back. The Packers are going to move on. The 1 seeds in both conferences are out. And we got Rams-Bucks in this big matchup here. Who has the ball? It is the Rams, 4th and 23. Down by a score. Drops back, flag, 4 yards to Colbert, and it's a hold on the Rams. But they're... Wait, what? Oh, the Rams. Wait, yeah. So the Buccaneers up by a touchdown. Hand off to Matt Simeon, 2 yards, and there's a timeout by the Rams. Beard drops back. 8 yards, Malik Monroe. 1st and goal. Beard to Simeon. Touchdown. Extra point is good. And that'll do it. The Buccaneers win. Matt Beard. Man, they're glad to have him back. He was not good in the 1 playoff game he played as a rookie. But, is he a rookie anymore? No. He is not playing like one at all. I mean, he was better in the regular season as a rookie, but this is the playoffs. He's just matured as a player. And we now have the Jets, Chiefs, Buccaneers, and Packers as the final 4 teams, showing us that there will be a new Super Bowl champion for the 3rd year in a row. Chiefs, Jets, 2 minutes left, and the Jets blow them out 41-10. Aaron Angelo got hurt again, but it was too late, as Aaron Angelo threw 4 touchdown passes. He is 61 of 90 for 713 yards, 8 touchdowns, and a pick this playoffs. QBR of 116. He has been incredible in the playoffs this year. And Gary Ward at running back. He's been good. Dwight Johnson and Jamal King. Oh, man. George Jackson. Bryce Davis has been good. Not his level that he was at this regular season, though. But the Jets beat the Chiefs. What a season. And by the way, Jimmy Wallace improved a lot. Like, a lot. He threw 2 picks today against the Jets. But that was against the Jets, who have played amazing defense. Justin Davis, Alan Ford. Let's go to playoff interceptions. Bradshaw and Haley have 2. Davin Bradshaw with 2 career picks as well. Ryan Haley with 2 as well. Actually, what are the career total numbers for defensive stats? So like picks, playoffs. Oh, those 2 have the most. Man, that's insane. Packers Buccaneers now. This will be the final game until the Super Bowl. And the Packers, what the heck? 37-13. And Chris Nolan, another game of 400 plus pass yards. In 3 games, he's averaging 423 a game. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the heck is going on with the Packers? Henry Jones, Hubie Daughtry have been incredible. And here we go. We got a Jets-Packers Super Bowl. But first, we got Pro Bowl. We got in the NFC, it's Levi Starks. Damon Starks. What the heck? Man threw 17 picks. All right, let's put him in the Pro Bowl. Nice. Oh, James Morton was injured. Still, what the heck? He's got 17 interceptions. He threw... That's literally the second most in the league. You could have picked anybody else. Like, am I right? Like, they have Nolan. Do they have Nolan? All right. Chris Nolan, like, he barely played, right? But... Did you put Roberto Ford? Yeah. Like, still was 6th in the yards. Like, what the heck? Yeah, where's Ford? All right. We're going to simulate this game. Nigel Bird in the loss played great. Orrin Wilson. Was the Pro Bowl MVP. As he also made his second straight Pro Bowl. So, that happened. We got Jets-Packers. And here we go. We're about to start the game. And it's Nate Schulater getting the scoring started with a field goal for the Jets with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Angelo has already thrown an interception to Justin Cornelius, the Packer cornerback. Chris Nolan to Hubie Daughtry. Touchdown Packers. First touchdown of the Super Bowl is by the Green Bay Packers. Marcus Cook with an extra point. And it's Daughtry going to run it in himself. Touchdown Packers. Man, Hubie Daughtry playing like a Super Bowl MVP at this moment already. Nate Schulater with a field goal. And we're going to go into the half with a Nolan to Pittman touchdown pass. So at halftime, it's 21-6 Packers. The Packers started the season 0-8. As Nolan was getting hurt. That's not an excuse for going 0-8, though. Your starting quarterback going out. They were 0-8. And they came back to win 11 straight to get to the Super Bowl. What the heck is going on here in this league? A Marcus Cook field goal with 10 minutes left in the third makes it 24-6. Angelo to George Jackson. Touchdown, Jets. Extra point is good. And Angelo to Bryce Davis. Touchdown, Jets. They're coming back in this. Handoff Ward, he's in. 24-21. Boyd's going to run it in himself for a touchdown to make it 31-21. And after 3, this is the score. 38-35. 44-42 Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. 401 yards for Nolan. 457 for Aaron Angelo. Dwight Johnson, 229 yards and 2 touchdowns in this Super Bowl. Where's the defense? I thought these teams had defense. I mean, they have had 3 interceptions this game. One by Michael Casey, one by Justin Cornelius, and Tommy Baldwin with the pick for the Jets. But here we go, 2-minute warning. Jets down by 2, but they're at the Packer 36 with 2 minutes left and the ball. Angelo drops back. 4-yard pass to Dwight Johnson to add on to his total. He now has 233 yards. My goodness. Here we go. Angelo drops back to pass. 11 yards to George Jackson. First down to the 21. Angelo dropping back. Incomplete to Dwight Johnson. 2nd and 10. Angelo Drops back to pass it. He's got Jackson. 7 yards to the 14 to set up 3rd and 3. And Aaron Angelo dropping back to pass. He's got it incomplete. And Aaron Angelo, they're going to go for it. No way. Drops back. Then he's got Jamal King. Touchdown. Jets with another one. That's 6 passing touchdowns for Angelo. Oh my God. Extra point. There's a flag on the play. It's a hold on the Jets, so they will re-kick it. But it's good. Jets up 49-44. 1 minute remains. There is still time in a Super Bowl with 49-44 as the score. There's a minute left. There's a lot of time. Nolan, 5 yards to Randy Jones, who is now also over 100 yards. Henry Jones got injured early on in the game. Oh, no. Nolan, timeout offense. 2nd and 5. Flag on the play. Encroachment on Jimmy Walker. So that gets them to the 35 with no time off the clock. So it's still a minute left. Incomplete to Zach Johnson. 2nd down. Nolan drops back. Incomplete to Pittman. 3rd and 10. 55 seconds remain in the Super Bowl. Jets by 5. Packers ball down by 5. 3rd and 10, own 35. Here's a huge play in the Super Bowl. Nolan's going to drop back. Looking for any man downfield. He's got Boyd for 5. But that's not enough. They're going to call timeout. I think they have 1 to go. And here's Nolan on 4th and 5. This whole Super Bowl depends on this one play. Nolan to drop back. 6 yards. Hubie Daughtry. 1st down. The time is still there. 45 seconds to go. Nolan drops back. Flag. Intercepted. Allen Ford. Returned 7 yards, but there's a holding penalty on the Jets. Oh, man. The Super Bowl is still alive for the Packers. 42 seconds left. Nolan drops back. Flag. Incomplete, but there's a tripping penalty on the Jets. To the 39 they go. Nolan drops back. 6 yards to Simonson. 2nd and 4. 23 seconds remaining. Nolan. Incomplete. 3rd and 4. 18 seconds left. They need 33 yards to win it. Nolan drops back. He's got deep threat Daughtry downfield, but he's got Simonson. 21 yards to the 12. 13 seconds remaining. 444 yards passing for Nolan. Oh my goodness. Nolan drops back. Sacked. Trevor Carnes with a sack for a loss of 3 to get them to the 15. Simonson is hurt. And here we go. Big plays here. 9 seconds to go. 15 yards away. Nolan drops back. Incomplete to Seuss. 3rd and 13. 5 seconds. Nolan dropping back to pass. Looks. Incomplete. Seuss is hurt. And here we go. 4th down. 1 second left in the Super Bowl. Nolan gonna drop back. The Super Bowl depends exactly on this play. If they don't get 15 yards, they lose. If they do get it, they win. Nolan, 0 yards complete to Boyd, and that's it. The New York Jets are your Super Bowl champions. Wow. What a game. You could say the MVP was Johnson. You could say it was Angelo. They'll give it to Aaron Angelo. No way. We've also got our first Hall of Famer. Yeah. One Hall of Famer, though. So, finals Super Bowl MVP, Aaron Angelo. He was a Pro Bowler in 2022. He did not make it this year, but he's still such a good quarterback. And he's got 2,000 pass yards in the playoffs in 8 games. Yeah. MVP was Nick Mitchell. And just saying, award records, Super Bowl championships. You've got to be kidding me. No player has won more than one. So no player has been on the Detroit Lions, Cleveland Browns, or Jets in this time. That's so weird. Like all of the teams, I'm saying. Defensive Player of the Year, Mike St. Amour. This man is a 2-time first-team All-Pro, 1-time second-team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler. This guy's the best defender of all time so far. And if you try to debate that, you don't have a point to make. Like, he's just the best. Damon Starks snubs Dante Powell for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Like, explain this to me. He led the league in yards. Why doesn't he get the recognition for leading the league in yards as a rookie? Like, what is this game's algorithm doing? I just don't understand it. But, I mean, yes, Starks played well. No, he didn't. He threw 17 picks, second most in the league. Like, are you kidding me? Ricky Presley was the Defensive Rookie of the Year, and this was well-deserved. 2 picks, 2 passes defended, 2 fumbles forced, 2 recovered. 12 sacks, 40 tackles, 1 of them for a loss. What a season he had. And all pro quarterbacks, we had Nick Mitchell on the first team and Nick Levy on the second team. Well deserved. Nick Levy in yards, he's been good last 2 years. Like, he deserves to get on one of these teams. And out of running backs, we got Deontay Breshers on the first team. That's his first all-league team. Second Pro Bowl in a row, though. That's pretty good. And Nigel Byrd. Wow. He was on the second team. Yeah, he was good. I think he was third. Yeah, he was third in yards behind Streisand Stenheady, who I don't know how are not here. Like, none of them are here. That's weird. Wide receivers, we had Paget, Jones, and Joseph. 2 Bills receivers on the first team. No way. That's crazy. And then Henry Jones as well. And then they had Dante Powell, J.T. Watkins, and Glenn Carter at receiver. Tight end on the first team was Orrin Wilson. Second team, Mike Espinoza. And yeah, I don't have much time left in this video because this has been a long one. But man, these players were good. What a season we just had. And we got our first Hall of Famer, Byron Sanchez. Well-deserved Hall of Famer as he had 4 interceptions this year as a cornerback at age 35. Like, that's normal stuff, isn't it? Like, yeah, not that good. How does this man do this at 35 on defense? Like, Tom Brady, I get he's, like, so good at doing that sort of thing. But, like, man, Byron Sanchez was good. Like, what a season he just had this year, especially. But previous years, he was just a good average cornerback. Nothing special about him before, but he was still great. He did his thing. Like, he was good. And I'm going to miss him, and he's the first Hall of Famer. So props off to him. And the last thing we will look at is, or one of the last things, we're also going to look at who the highest draft prospects are and who's got the picks. Hall of Good, the best retired players that did not make the Hall of Fame. What the heck? No way. Ime Doss has retired from the NFL. Oh, no. Yeah, this guy was really good. He was really good for those 3 years he played. All 3 of them, he had over 700 yards running. He just wasn't it this year. He knew his production fell off a bit. But he was only 33. He could have given it a couple more years. Decided not to. Respect his choice. Like, he was a great player. But I don't think he had enough years to project, like, the stats that we were looking for. Raphael Fisk retired. And he's like 20th on this list. It's just he was injured for a while. He had a torn Achilles tendon in 2022 that, like, dropped his production a lot. He was injured a lot for the start of his career. Or start of this league's, or his career in this league, yeah. And last thing we're going to look at is the draft prospects. The picks go to Tennessee, Miami, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Seattle, Arizona, New England, Houston, Las Vegas, and Detroit. Houston traded for Cleveland's pick at number 16. And Cleveland traded from Green Bay. So Houston has 8 and 16. That is good for the first round, yeah. What are they looking for, though? They probably need a quarterback, because Hilliard can only run the football. He's the worst throwing quarterback I've ever seen. He's Lamar Jackson, but worse. A lot worse. Because he also can't even run to that level. And free agency, oh man, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Jesse Thompson. Oh my goodness. You guys saw what he just did in the playoffs in this video. He's a free agent. He could leave the Chiefs after what he did. Oh my goodness. This league is so exciting. Like, yeah. Robert Glasgow, the interception god. He has 9 picks in his 3 seasons. Wow. And yeah, this was a great video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. And what a season the Jets just capped off with Aaron Angelo and Dwight Johnson going off. I think that performance by Dwight Johnson, Aaron Angelo, that Super Bowl performance, 3rd best performance in NFL history in yards. Best in playoff history, and it was in the Super Bowl. And look, all three of the top 10 performances in league history happened in this year's playoffs. Like, what the heck? And then Nolan as well again did it. Actually, let me just look at Chris Nolan's stats this playoffs. Like, look at this. 485, 330, 454, and 444. My God. He still threw 4 picks in 4 games, but what the heck? It doesn't matter. He just threw for so many yards. And yeah, wow, what a season. Nolan is so good. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, and see you guys next time. Bye.